वारणा विश्व, आर्थिक विकासातून सामाजिक परिवर्तन, सर्वसमावेशक सर्वांगीण विकासाचा वारणा पॅटर्न। टेटसाठी सबस्क्राइब करा, बेल आयकॉन दाबा।
It is the very essential event which is going to bridge a gap between three important sectors, that is government, industry and institute. If three sectors are very strong, we can move towards the powerful nation.
Indian Society of Technical Education, that is IST New Delhi, has honored our institute by bestowing the honor to hold this 43rd National Annual Convention at Varnanagar this year. The theme of this convention is to empowering technical education.
Mr. N.H. Patil sir, to felicitate Dr. A.T. Pisesar, Deputy Director, TTE Mumbai. Director Alan Smith Chemicals Karaj is also recruiting our students. So thank you, madam,
for this very good session. Initially it is good, in between it will be better, and at the last it will be the best. He has used the word to trigger the session. For all our leaders, they are self-triggerers, so there is no need to trigger from my side the session. Actually the topic is Government Industry Institute Interaction. Why the name has been come and why the necessity is there to discuss on this topic? It is because many are more satisfied, many are more satisfied, plus I do. And in the packet, inside the thing, many just instead of plus, they say there is a minus. And there is a minus, more not satisfied, like that. In order to overcome this gap between not satisfied and satisfied, it is better to discuss the issue. Now what is happening, generation gap is there. We blame our children, they are not taking education properly, and our grandfathers were blaming us that we are not taking interest in education. This is the scene, but common thing was there. What was that common thing? What we were doing, that was doing from inside and from outside. Now many workshops have been conducted, many training programs are there, many seminars are there where etiquettes, manners are taught. But I realize it has been taught from outside. While entering in the class, entering the seminar, people used to take the permission. May I come in, sir? May I come in, director? Like that they show, but I have realized from inside it is lacking the degree. Another thing is that right from the education, primary level to professional education, Prasar Bharati, Bal Bharati, then National Board, CBSE, the syllabus is there. The syllabus which is there has been designed only for culturing the students, respective students. Now there is no need to set some another syllabus, another workshop. The basic syllabus which is there has been designed for culturing the better students, but taking into account the happenings and results of the syllabus and the process of teaching, actual change in the personality is not observed. This is the situation. Why is it so? My experience is, till the education, professional education, while learning they just learn for the scoring the marks, but they should learn from the point of application of the knowledge. Another thing, many times I use the formulas. Knowledge into skill is equal to ability. Situation into attitude is equal to motivation. Ability into motivation is human performance. Human performance into available resources is equal to organizational performance. Knowledge, skill, situation, attitude and available resources. Better schools will be there. All infrastructure facilities should be there. Then and then only better student can be formed and will be resulted into the better results. But we have a culture to conduct the education below the trees and the better results are there. Honorable Barrister P.G. Patil, like people, have proved it. Infrastructure is necessary, but attitude is very important. I think it is an intersection session, so I should not speak more. So again I repeat, all are triggerers and all are just rational. They should allow to trigger others also. May I request it? Thank you. Please continue.
Technical education for 2020 is the challenges and the opportunities. If I have to look at the opportunities for India in technical education, I think the opportunities in a global scenario, India is the largest population of young people in the world. India is the largest number of technical graduates passing out here. India is also the second largest English speaking nation in the world. And India also has a very low cost of manpower. 75% of the engineers, if they are unemployed, there is going to be a huge social problem in the years to come. The second problem or the challenge that comes out of the numbers is, since it is such a huge number of institutions, the input quality cannot be regulated. So regulating the input quality is going to be very, very difficult, and garbage in is going to be garbage out. Unfortunately, we have to look at India being the largest country of young people, and therefore the world looks hopefully at us, because young people are supposed to be enthusiastic, hardworking, productivity. If you really now look at, Patil sir said that generations are changing, and if you really now look at the new generation coming into the institutions, the ability for hard work, the ability for professional ethics and work culture, and the ability of really giving the world-class productivity is getting really, really doubtful. So these are going to be the challenges. It are not the challenges for technical education are not only going to be technical challenges, but also the social and ethical challenges of the students.
Quality of the students. See that generally growth of the colleges is such a way that we cannot meet the demands. Once he is become doctorate, he is immediately become principal. How they can guide to the other students? How the teacher can produce? Other problem is that PG demand, mainly the PG apex body has given also PG mushroom growth. Now in the PG colleges, where the classes are going on, because there is no teacher. The students produced after the PG, they are also not produce good engineer. These are the main problems of. So to meet this problem, faculty is very important, and once he becomes doctorate, after 3 to 5 years, he becomes principal. This must be policy should be required. At least he can produce 2 to 3 doctorates. Once he becomes principal, how time is there? He is more spending time to the management side. He should be spend the time to the academic also.
See, the teachers teach in their point of view, in academic point of view. But we need something else. And we feel that if we go there in their place as a teacher, we can teach them far better. But we cannot enter in the education system because we are just graduates. So So that, see, we always talking about the industry and academic interaction. After 40-45 years, when the industry is established, I feel that many of the entrepreneurs may like to devote their some time in the academic.
After having experience of 25 long years in industry, I was being interviewed for the post of professor. Honorable Vice Chancellor of the university told me, well, sir, you are qualified being a PhD for being a professor of management, but I am sorry, you are not having any experience of teaching. So many institutions in the world for being a guest faculty towards that institution. So that is the thing. It's a policy of the government because of which our students are not being exposed to the practical experience, the application oriented education.
What we can conclude, the experienced engineers should be allowed in the institute, and if necessary changes about the eligibility of the teaching is required, it should be done. So I think it is better to take the findings of the discussion, one of the discussion from this Salunkhe sir and Mankar sir. The experienced industrialists, engineers, if they share their knowledge, if they want to share their knowledge in the institute, in that case there should not be any binding about the eligibility, that you are not eligible. Such a type of suggestion should be sent to the main body, and necessary changes should be made so that this can be done. Salunkhe sir just now told about jigs and fixtures in more detail. At graduation level, I think jigs and fixture Kempster book was there, very small book, Kempster. And on that book, one paper was there, isn't it? I think I have passed BE from Walchand in 1982. And we were proud that from Walchand Engineering I have passed, we are better. And the book was referred, very small book, Kempster, jigs and fixtures. In the colleges, what has been taught is being taught. The examples which has been given in the book, only those. Depending upon the situation, what can be done on it, students are not understood. There was a bushing. There was a bushing which was not removed and was expected to be removed within a very short span of time. Engineers could not do it. One of the foremen drilled it outside, pressurized the grease inside, and from the bottom that bush came out. So it is one of the fixtures or jig. So that type of thinking should be done, and this experience should be shared with the institute. Mankar sir has said the same thing. What is there in the practical, this should be allowed to be taught, teach in the institute, and for that purpose what are the hurdles that should be removed. About the scale and all these things, industrialist, if you want to come in the institute, he will not come from the point of the honorarium and all these things. But what is happening on the other side, you are not eligible, that mark should not be there with him. We are just allowed you to teach the students, though you are not eligible. So I think 10-15 years for assistant post qualification, direct experience from industry was counted.
Yes.
Youngest and equivalent. Suppose 15 years experience was there in teaching, 7-8 years industry experience was allowed. I think it has been now reduced, and purely teaching experience at many places has been prepared. I have gone through the syllabus and eligibility. Initially 10-15 years, what was the weightage for the industry people, that has been reduced, and teaching experience has been increased and given more weightage. Again, as compared to 10-15 years, now more weightage should be given to the industry, so that what is experienced from the industry will be understood by the students. When I was working as a Deputy Director of Industry in Government of Maharashtra, that time during the survey I found many people were saying, what if a person is ITI holder, he can run the industry very nicely. If he is a diploma holder, he will think whether I should start the industry or not. If he is a degree holder, he will more think whether I should start or not. If he is a PG, he will think it is not good to start the industry. Problems in the industry, he will write a thesis on that in PG. And if PhD, he will not even think about the industry. This is the situation. Now, why is it so? The answer is sensitive galvanometer never gives the correct reading or fixed reading. It always oscillates between plus and minus. One has to take the average reading. So this gap should be also removed. So what is required in it? It doesn't mean that learned people don't start the industry. Yes, they start, but shock absorbing capacity because of this education has been reduced being the entrepreneur. BGC has said, who is the entrepreneur? Entrepreneur is the one who lifts the productivity from lower level to higher level. Anyone who shifts the resources from lower productivity level to higher productivity level is an entrepreneur. 75% unemployment, employment and self-employment. These two things should be taken into account. Not only going for the service, self-employment also should be there. Then only one can generate the employment. So from the Mankar sir and Sadhuke sirs, if you agree, you can also share on this. There should be suggestion, I think, the industry should be allowed prestigiously, respectfully in the institute for upgrading the students' knowledge.